This video is presented for historical and educational purposes only. World Documentary Archives strongly condemns hate speech, violence, and all forms of extremism.
In this rare archival footage, we travel back to the shadowed years of the late 1930s and early 1940s, a world already shaped by fear, rapid militarization, and political turmoil. What you are about to see captures not only military operations, but a series of moments that reveal how Nazi Germany blended technology, propaganda, and symbolism to project power during the early stages of World War II. The film opens with German soldiers marching through muddy roads and shattered buildings in France. These images, silent yet powerful, show the aftermath of intense fighting. The trenches are empty, the structures destroyed, and the soldiers search what remains of captured French positions. It's a reminder of how quickly Europe changed in 1940 as France, confident in its defenses, fell in just 6 weeks. What we see here is more than routine inspection. It is the early consolidation of German control across Western Europe. Suddenly, the scenery shifts. A military dirigible is prepared for ascent. This is one of the most fascinating and rarely shown technologies used by Germany at the time. Tethered observation balloons had been widely used in World War I, but by the late 1930s, they were still present in reconnaissance roles. The soldiers put on flight suits, helmets, and climb into the gondola beneath the aircraft. Their task? Most likely aerial observation, navigation support, or even artillery spotting. From the ground, we see the dirigible lifting into the sky, drifting above the tree line. It's a striking symbol of how older technologies were adapted for a rapidly modernizing war. Next comes one of the most unexpected scenes: German soldiers training messenger dogs and pigeons. War animals played a crucial role well into the 20th century. Dogs were trained to cross dangerous terrain carrying small containers with pigeons inside, each fitted with padded protection. If radio lines were cut and human messengers couldn't advance, these animals became a lifeline. In this footage, soldiers crawl on their stomachs alongside the dogs, simulating battlefield movement. It's a rare look at the complex communication systems armies depended on long before digital technology existed. The film jumps again, this time to the wreckage from the failed assassination attempt on the eve of November 9th, the anniversary of the 1923 Beer Hall Putsch. For the Nazi regime, November 9th was a sacred political date. The attack was quickly used as propaganda to portray Hitler and his followers as martyrs under threat. We see destroyed buildings, debris, and workers clearing rubble. The symbolism was clear. Enemies were everywhere, and the regime would rise stronger from any attack. It's a chilling example of how tragedy was transformed into political narrative. Hitler appears next, along with Hess and other high-ranking officials, attending the funeral of the victims of the attack. Coffins draped with flags, widows in tears, and SA men saluting, all carefully filmed. These images reveal how the Nazi regime choreographed public ceremonies. Even grief became a tool to unite supporters and reinforce loyalty. The story shifts again, large crowds cheering, planes flying overhead, and massive parades, including one in Prague's Wenceslas Square after the occupation of Czechoslovakia. Every scene is designed to show power, control, and celebration, masking the violence and oppression occurring behind the camera. Finally, the footage moves to Memel, a city torn between nations for decades. Ceded to Lithuania after World War I, it was annexed by Germany in March 1939, another step in Hitler's territorial expansion. We see men painting over Lithuanian signs, replacing them with German text. Fascist groups in black uniforms parade. Hitler arrives by ship, greeted by crowds waving eagerly. This moment is historically important. Memel was one of Hitler's last territorial demands before the invasion of Poland triggered the full outbreak of World War II. Each fragment in this film captures more than military movement. It exposes how propaganda, symbolism, and spectacle shaped public perception during one of history's darkest chapters. Footage like this reminds us why studying the past is essential, so we can understand how nations are led into conflict and how easily truth can be overshadowed by spectacle.